with regular class. So if it is like that, if you are attending the regular class, so inform me before some 10 minutes before, otherwise I will continue with our class. Okay. Okay, so we will start. So yesterday we were discussing the energy and power signals, and we will do some more problems based on that. So now we have the signal x of t, which is given. Okay, a cos of omega naught t plus theta. Okay, so this is one sinusoidal signal. In terms of cos function it is written. So now we have to find whether it is an energy signal or it is a power signal. Okay, so now we can see, so we know that the energy equation, so which is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity, so x square of t into dt, right? So that we know, so in terms of the energy function. But so here x of t if you put, okay, so if you put x of t, that is minus infinity to plus infinity, a square cos square of omega t plus theta. Okay, so now if you put the integration you do, and if you put the values of the limits, so then what you will get, so since the t value it is infinite, okay, so definitely you will get the infinite values. Okay, so if you take a square, and this cos square function you can written it as, so you might have known from the trigonometric functions. Okay, so cos square theta I can write it as, okay, so 1 plus 2 cos theta or cos of 2 theta by 2, that you can write, or we can write, so 2 cos square theta minus 1, so that is nothing but cos 2 theta. So this is the known function. Okay, so now cos square theta in terms of cos 2 theta I can write. So what I can write, cos square theta, which is equal to, you send it this one that side, so you will get 1 plus cos 2 theta, so divided by 2. So that you have to replace here. So cos square theta in terms of cos 2 theta, so you will get 1 plus cos of 2 means, so 2 theta means, so this actually it is theta 2 times of this one. Okay, that is 2 omega naught t plus 2 theta. Okay, so this divided by 2. Okay, so now you can multiply this one, a square inside, so you will get a square by 2 plus a square by 2 into cos, so that you will get a square by 2 plus a square by 2 integral minus infinity to plus infinity cos of 2 omega naught t plus 2 theta. So now if you integrate this one cos, so what it will become, so it will become sine of theta, right? So this if you integrate cos function, it will become sine. Okay, so this integration which leads to, okay, so this integration leads to sine of 2 omega naught t plus 2 theta. Okay, so into the whatever time function, because with respect to dt we are doing, so here dt it is there. Okay, with respect to time we are doing, so into 2 omega naught, so this goes to 0 because this is not function of t. So now this one is the integration for this. So now if you substitute that one, a square by 2 plus a square by 2 into sine of 2 omega naught t plus 2 theta into 2 omega naught, substitute the value of t, that is from minus infinity to plus infinity. So now if you substitute the value of t for infinity, so this will leads to the value which is infinite. because sin of infinity again it will give the infinite value. So since the energy value which is infinite, so this is not an energy signal. Okay. So now we have to check for the power signal. So since the cos term it is periodic with respect to this omega naught, so that omega naught we know it is 2 pi by t naught. Okay. So this is a fundamental period, since the cosine wave which is periodic in nature with angular frequency omega naught. So then we have to look into the power equation in terms of the periodic expression. Okay. So that we know, yesterday we have discussed the power expression for the periodic signal, that is 1 by t naught, which is from 0 to t naught. Okay. So x square of t into dt. Okay. So that expression we know. So now you substitute for x square of t, similar this expression. Okay. So now we have t naught as it is same as t naught, because the period here it is defined it as same t naught. Okay. So this is 1 over t naught 0 to t naught, and a square cos square omega naught t plus theta. Okay. So now we can express this in terms of cos 2 theta, and we can write. So what you can write? So you can write it as 1 over t naught 0 to t naught a square into sine of, sorry, so this is still we are not integrated, that is cos of, that is 1 plus cos of 2 omega naught t plus 2 theta divided by 2. Okay. So this we can take it outside as like this here. Okay. So we will get a square by 2 t naught, okay, plus, so a square by 2 t naught integral from 0 to t naught. So now this cos function we need to integrate, plus 2 theta. Okay. So into dt. So here dt it is there, so that you should not forget the dt, because with respect to time we are doing the integration. Okay. So this will become a square by 2 t naught plus so this again a square by 2 t naught into sine of 2 omega naught t plus 2 theta into 2 omega naught. Okay. So now this you have to substitute the limit 0 to t naught. Okay. So now if you substitute the limit 0 to t naught, so now you can see here, so this function 2 omega t naught, so I will erase this. Okay. So now, so see here this function 2 omega naught t, that is sine of 2 omega naught t plus 2 theta into 2 omega naught. Now substitute this one as 0 to t naught. So now we can see here, if you substitute the value of t as t naught, so we know omega naught is 2 pi by t naught. And if you substitute t value which is t naught, and if you substitute 0, t naught minus 0, it will give t naught itself. Okay. So now if you substitute this one, so plus 2 theta is there. So this is whole term, whatever we are expressing, this whole term. Okay. Sine of that one into 2 omega naught. So now you can see here, so this is the function of 2 pi. So the sine is function of 2 pi, and if it is function of 2 pi, it will become 0, because what is the value of sine 0? Sine 0 is 0, it is equivalent to sine 2 pi. Okay. So this value goes to 0. So then if this value goes to 0, this complete term it will go to 0. Okay. So then what you will get, the power value which is equal to a square by, so 2 into t naught. Okay. So now So now this T naught we can express in terms of again omega naught. So omega naught by 2 pi we can write it as the T naught, that we know expression which is equal to 2 pi by T naught. So now if we can express that, a square by 2 into, so this T naught if you express in terms of omega naught, you will get 2 pi by omega naught. Okay, so this we can rewrite it as a square omega naught by 4 pi. Okay, so now this is a finite value. So if you have the signal which is having finite value, so then which is less than infinity, so then we can say this signal is periodic signal. Okay. So is it understood? Any doubt? Hello? Is there any doubt? Raghavendra?
No, sir.
Yeah, since these are all finite values, so this value will leads to less than infinity. So then the power value it will be so less than infinity. So then it is a finite value of power. So we can say that this is a signal power. That is power signal which is having a finite power. So by looking at this itself, we also come to know this is periodic signals. So as we discussed in the note, all periodic signals are power signals. Okay, so that we can able to prove from this x of t problem, that is x of t equal to a cos of omega t plus theta. So is there any doubt? Understood?
Okay.
Okay. So now we will do one more problem. So now x of n, which is given as minus of 0.5 power n into u of n. So as like your unit step function u of t, so this is in the discrete time case. Okay, whatever the samples which you are defining, it is from 0 to infinity. Okay, so this amplitude values, so it will be 1 for u of n. So this will be amplitude values which are always 1. Okay, so for 0 to infinity, and it is 0 values, 0 sample values for 0 minus infinity to 0. Okay. So now that is the unit step in discrete time signal, unit step function. Okay. So now we need to find out whether it is an energy signal or it is a power signal. So now first find out the energy of the signal, which is equal to n equal to minus infinity to plus infinity x of that x square of n or x of n whole square. So this is the expression. Okay. So now we can substitute x of n here. So n equal to, so since we are having u of n which is from 0 to infinity, the amplitude value 1, we can say that n equal to 0 to infinity, and what is x square of n? It is my 0.5 power n whole square. Okay. So now this we can express it as n equal to 0 to infinity. So I can rewrite this one as 0.5 square whole power n. So I can replace the exchange the power, interchange the power values. So now we can see what is 0.5 square minus 0.5 into minus 0.5. Okay, so what is the value? Minus 0.5 into minus 0.5, you will get 0.25 whole power n. Okay. So now we have the standard expression. You have to remember always this standard expression. If we have the summation n equal to 0 to infinity, and there is an arbitrary value alpha to the power of n. So, now if alpha, whatever the alpha value which we have defined, if it is less than 1, then we can write this expression as summation from 0 to infinity alpha power n. So, this we can write it as 1 over 1 minus alpha. Okay. So, this summation which is equivalent to 1 over 1 minus alpha, we can write like that. So, that is the standard expression from the mathematics. So, if the summation which is having like this, so then we can write this one as alpha power n 0 to infinity alpha power n, which is equal to 1 over 1 minus alpha. So, now compare this expression with this expression. What is there? So, in terms of in place of alpha, we have 0.25, which is less than 1, which we have defined. If it is alpha less than 1, then only this expression is valid. So, now we have the alpha value which is 0.25, and similar like alpha power n, it is having 0.25 power n. So, now similar, this expression is similar to this one, where we need to replace alpha by whatever the value it is there. So, now what you will get? You will get 1 over 1 minus 0.25. Okay. So, this will give 1 over 0.75. So, is it less than infinity? So, since it is a finite value, so then what we can call this one? This signal is, the signal x of n is an energy signal. Okay. So, now in this problem, so this is very important, you have to this formula you have to note down, and based on this formula, even in future problems, if the problem in different values if they give, so look into this problem and look into this expression, then you have to, according to that expression, you have to use and you have to find out whether it is an energy signal or power signal. Okay. Is it fine? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. So, now you can take one more problem and I will leave. Okay. So, now take this one, x of n is just an u of n. Okay. So, if it is having x of n, it is simply a u of n. Then what we can, whether it is an energy signal or power signal. So, now we can find out. So, you know energy equation, n equal to minus infinity to plus infinity x square of n. So, now u of n is exist only from n equal to 0 to infinity, and this x square of n is nothing but, so this u square of n, that is u of n always having amplitude from 0 to infinity 1. So, that we can write it as 1 square. Okay. So, now if you count the value of 1 from 0 to infinity, it will go to again infinity. Count the value of 1 from this summation, we can write it as, for n varies, there is no n power here, you have to use always the values 1 from 0 to infinity. So, this will leads to the value infinite value. So, that is why this is not an energy signal. So, now we can find out whether it is a power signal or not. So, that we can use. So, limit n tends to infinity 1 over 2 n plus 1 summation n equal to, so minus infinity to plus infinity x square of n. So, now you can substitute this x square of n, limit n tends to infinity 1 over 2 n plus 1. So, this we can write it as n equal to 0 to, so here it is n equal to minus n to plus n, sorry, minus n to plus n, and this is minus n to plus n. So, x square of n. So, now you substitute x square of n from this equation, u of n is 1 here. So, then we can write it as n, limit n tends to infinity 2 n plus 1. So, n equal to So now here, so minus n to 0, it is 0 because u of n is only exists from 0 to infinity, but in our summation it is so positive values of n. So that is the lower limit becomes 0 and upper limit becomes n. Okay. So say for example, somewhere here n is there and somewhere here minus n is there, but our u of n which we can exist from 0 to infinity, but in our summation we are defined it as 0, minus n to n. So minus n to 0 the values are 0, but we can exist only from 0 to n. So now these amplitude values are 1. Okay. So now, so this again this summation is an interesting summation. So we have again standard equation for that. So if we have summation n equal to 0 to n minus 1, so alpha power n. So if you have this kind of summation and if you have alpha to the power of n, we can write this one the result. So 1 minus alpha power n divided by 1 minus alpha. Okay. So if we have like this and if alpha is less than 1, we can write like this. But in place of alpha, if it is equal to 1, because if alpha equal to 1, this will leads to an indeterminate form. So that's why if alpha equal to 1, then we can write it as the value n. So this is again another important expression. If you have a summation this kind of nature, so then you can write if it is alpha less than 1, or if alpha is equal to 1, so then we can write it as n. So now in our case, so the alpha value is 1. So now we can write it as what we can write. So since here summation is 0 to n minus 1, we can write it as n. So if the summation, so it varies from next value, that is n equal to 0 to I'll both that n values I will add. So if I add here, so that is plus 1 and minus 1 I will do. So because I want 0 to n, so I will add plus 1 and also that is 1 minute. So here, so since I want 0 to n, so I will add wherever n is there, I will add n plus 1. Okay. So wherever n is there, I will add n plus 1. So now this will get cancel each other. Now 0 to n, the summation 0 to n, what we can write if the value is alpha value is 1, we can write it as n plus 1. So this summation, now we can see here 0 to n, the value is 1, we can write it as n plus 1. Since alpha value is not different, if it is different we can write this, if it is not different, that is alpha equal to 1, if it is having, then we can write like this. So now according to our summation we have modified here. So now this summation we can write it as n plus 1. Okay. So this we can write it as limit n tends to infinity 1 over 2 n plus 1 into n plus 1. Okay. So now we can see here, so in numerator and denominator, so both n is there. So now I can take n outside. So if I take n common in the numerator, it will become 1 plus 1 over n, and in the denominator if you take common n, you will get 2 plus 1 over n. Okay. So now if I take common n, so this will get cancelled. Now if you apply the limit, okay, 1 over infinity, it will become 0. Okay. So this, if you apply the limit, this 1 over n will become 0 and this 1 over n will become 0. So now whatever the result which is remaining, it as 1 by 2. So now this is less than infinity. So then we can say this signal is a power signal. Okay. So since the power value is finite, we can say the signal, given signal is a power signal. Okay. So now in this problem, this expression is very important, and you can so make sure that this expression you can use and you have to find it out if anything is required for other problems also. Okay. For this particular problem we have used this one. Okay. So is it understood? Any doubt in this? Hello?
Sir, explain once again.
So since u of n is there, right? So we have defined u of n from 0 to infinity. So the values are, it is always the amplitudes are 1 from 0 to infinity. So now minus infinity to 0, it is 0, the values are 0. But in our standard expression of power expression, we are defined it as minus n2 plus n. Okay. So, minus n2 plus n means it is within the minus infinity to plus infinity itself. Okay. So, here you can see up to 0. So, even you can take this limit minus n to 0. So, this will become 0 value. Okay. So, the summation exists only from 0 to n. So, with n equal to minus n2 plus n, it exists only from 0 to n. The value of the amplitude is 1. Okay. So, that we are taken here. So, now in order to solve this one, we are using the expression this one. This is the standard expression. So, if we have a summation like this, okay, so we can write like this. Now, if alpha value is 1, so this expression it will go to indeterminate form. So, that is why if alpha equal to 1, we can use another value, that is n. Okay. So, in our case it is 0 to n, the value of alpha is 1. So, now here the summation is 0 to n minus 1, but in our case 0 to n it is there. So, now wherever, in order to get this summation, wherever n is there, so here wherever n is there in this summation, I am replacing n by n plus 1. So, now if I replace in this expression n by n plus 1, okay, so n plus 1 minus 1 it will become, and wherever n is there I will retain, so n plus 1. So, now for this particular problem, so this will get cancel each other, and you will n minus 1 will become 0 to n. Okay. So, 0 to n 1, so alpha value 1. So, where we can replace n by n plus 1, just I am taking one value ahead here. Okay. So, one value ahead means 0 to n it will come, and here it will become n plus 1. The same thing I have written here. So, this summation I am writing it as n plus 1. Okay. So, now I am taking numerator and denominator n outside, and it will get cancel each other. Now, if I apply the limit n tends to infinity, so this 1 by n will go to 0 in numerator and denominator both, and you will get the value of half. Okay. So, since it is a finite value, we can say that this is a power signal. So, is it understood? Any doubt?
Sir, 1 by 2n plus 1 here, limitation n extends to infinity is there now.
Yeah, here n tends to infinity, 2n plus 1 is there, right? In the numerator n plus 1 is there. So, now in the numerator I am taking n common. So, if I take n common, what it will become? Here it is, it will become 1 plus 1 over n.
1 by n.
Yeah. So, that is what I have written in the numerator. In the similarly, if I take n common here, what you will get? In this term you will get 2, plus in next term you will get 1 over n, right? Is it not? So, that same thing I have taken. So, numerator and denominator both n terms I have taken common, and it will get cancel each other. And now, if I apply the limit, so this 1 over n will go to the 0. So, this both the terms will get 0, and you will get the value 1 over 2. Understood?
Yes.
So, now this is the value which is less than infinity, that is finite value of power. So, that is why you can say this signal is a power signal. Understood, or still any doubt?
Understood, sir.
Okay. Okay, so then we can stop here, and you can attend the class.